Well, hello there. Good night to you. So this will now be my review for episode 24 of Shingeki no Kyojin, or Attack on Titan, titled Mercy the Raidon Stories Part 2. So, basically this episode begins when the last one ended with Eren, Mikasa, and Armin in that underground passage, and right after the transformation of Annie, and that's it was quite interesting because I don't remember if in the manga they did show it in that way, but in the episode when Annie was transforming into the female Titan, they did. I don't know exactly how to explain the process, but they show us how the transformation works uh, completely. Uh, so instead of that simply lightning bolt that happens and then boom, the Titan is there, like did happen with Eren in the past and with Annie. In these, they show us really the moment when the human kind of turned into a Titan. Um, that was quite interesting, and I do appreciate this detail that at this moment I don't remember if it was also shown on the manga, but if not, they did it splendidly, the splendid. And then we have the situation that basically Armin, Eren, and Mikasa they kind of go through the that underground corridor, and they kind of meet a group of soldiers from the recon forces over there, and basically Armin was kind of telling them that they were now switching to Plan B, but then we see that Annie kind of stomps them flat and breaks the ground and smashes the soldiers. So that was quite interesting. Also, then during a great part of the episode, it was Eren, Mikasa, and Armin group trying to escape the underground passage, being attacked randomly by Annie, and at the same time, it was revealed how or who came to the conclusion that Annie was the female Titan, and in this episode we have the confirmation that the one that came to this realization first and then shared this with Commander Earth and Captain Web and the rest of the forces, it was Armin that joined the dots, and he was joining them since the first encounter he had with the female Titan, so that was quite interesting to see. And also, it showed us what we already have seen so far in the series, that Armin, the great strength of Armin is his brain, the way he can reasoning, the way he came to the conclusions, the way he designs plans and such. The great attribute of Armin is his brain, and that is again very well depicted in this episode. Then we also have a moment on the underground passage because Eren tries to transform into the Titan, but he is not able to do it. And apparently because he still has some doubts about fighting against Annie, even if he already see her transform, and he through Mikasa being kinda, in a way, kinda between parentheses, this kinda tormenting him, close parentheses, about he remember Petra, the group that was supposed to guard him, all the soldiers that die in the mission to bring down the female titan, all the death caused by the female titan. She's kind of trying to put in Eren the shock to kind of trigger the transformation, but even so, that did not happen, and then Armin kind of decided that he and Mikasa should exit the underground passage from different sides, and that is a calculated move to trigger Eren into action through his desire to protect his friends. Um, but eventually, then Annie attacks, and basically Eren is kinda buried under the debris of the passage, and eventually Mikasa and Armin get out. And then we have the stuff with the military police, where the commanding officer of the military police, a guy called Man, he kind of does not understand what's going on, and we see that military police does not have a clue or is unable to act in some sort of coordinate action or something like that. They were not able to act, and basically it was the forces that Commander Erwin bring in from the recon forces that basically are acting to trying to stop any in the Titan form. And we see Amy again fighting, and well, again she fights uh, badass style, really badass style, and she destroys uh, the soldiers that she either she grabs the 3D maneuver gear, either she stops them in mid-air, either she kind of basically smashes them into walls, houses and such. Um, so then finally we have Jean that appears again. He kind of loses this guys, and then he goes to the place where Eren is. Because the plan is that if Annie transforms in the surface, Eren needs to transform into a Titan to stop her. Because if they were able to bring her down to the underground passage, they will be able to control her and prevent damage to the town. But if that plan failed like it happened, and if she transformed before entering the underground passage, the plan was for Eren to transform in Titan and basically stops her. But since he has doubts about what he should do, he is not able to trigger the transformation, and then Annie continues bringing destruction to the recon forces, to the town of Stolas and such. Eventually, um, the last straw in terms of psychological effect in Eren is some words that Jean that arrives at the place where he is partially buried under the breeze. The last words he says about to Eren, about the being the hope of mankind and such. And then all the words of Mikasa, the words of Armin, the words of Jean, the own memories of Aaron and the death of his officers. A talk he also remembers a talk he had with Levi about being unable to make the right choice, and eventually the last factor that is enough to trigger the transformation is when basically Aaron remembers the Titan that it his mother in Shingeki, and that triggers the transformation. And eventually the episode ends with Aaron in his Titan forms charging against Annie and basically sock her into a building, a tower, something like that, and destroying. And then the episode ends. And basically, next episode will be essentially the fight between, in least part, between Annie and Aaron. So this episode was a good one, like uh, the others. Um, it's a transition episode, and because the main action will happen in next episodes. But this kind of makes the transition between the episode where it is revealed that Annie is the female Titan, at least, and the action with inside the town. So this is kind of a transition chapter episode, and it kind of explains as how Armin basically reached the conclusion that Annie was the female Titan, what dots he connected to arrive at that conclusion, and we see the plan of Erwin designed based on this idea of Herman, and the plan they bring out to capture Annie. Because they actually, in the episode, they almost capture her through their traps and such, and with Angie help, but eventually Annie also break free. So this was a very good episode, and for a transition chapter between points in the story. So well, that's it. So this is my review for Shingeki no Kyojin.